What up, guys? Today I'm back with another debunk. I'm here with the part 2 of this little thing that I wanted to do where I was going through some arguments and statements and posts and blogs from people online stating that Goku and the rest of the Dragon Ball characters are not universal levels of power and trying to make their argument. Now, the last video was a lot longer than I was expecting it to be, but this one should be a bit shorter and there should be multiple posts that I'm going to be going through. This is going to be the first one I'm going to go through, and luckily, unlike the other one, which was a bunch of talking and him just saying some bullshit, this one has more images and he's trying to go a little bit in a different direction. So I'm going to go through this, and like I stated, this video, I got this idea from the channel Historia1C, and he did a video on this, but it was like a different post. If you guys seen that video and seen that post somewhere, because I remember seeing it a few years ago, but I haven't seen it since. If you guys know where it is and know where I can find it, can you guys send me a link so I can make a third part on this? I would probably make multiple parts if you guys want it and really like it. Me going through these guys' debunks and debunking their debunks, basically debunkception. So yeah, let's get into it. Now he says right here, okay, firstly, let's establish why Goku is considered universal level. During Goku's fight with Beerus, they were punching each other so hard it was capable of producing shockwaves that were stated to be capable of destroying the universe. It says, the reason people are strongly believing this is because this is backed by the narrator, for one, yes, but the other guy didn't mention, and it's even backed up by Whis, yes, 2 very credible sources, and Elder Kai, so 3 people that would be very credible for that. Now let's establish something. Goku is in universal. Okay, let's see why you're saying that. Firstly, because the shockwaves are going to destroy the universe because they got stronger the further they went. So this is important because, number one, the sacred world of the Kais is not destroyed by the shockwaves, which is outside the Dragon Ball macrocosm. Just like the other guy who stated it didn't destroy that, so it's clearly not, gonna destroy the universe and stuff. Like I said, they're focusing too much on the shockwaves itself. It was stated the shockwaves, just like, messing with the fabric of reality, it's gonna weaken it, and then after the final one, it's basically gonna be like the last nail in the coffin, completely obliterating it. That's what basically happens. So they were more focusing on the last attack, not the total of some, just the final product of it would do that. But the reason why the Kaioshin realm wasn't affected, and it's funny that he puts up this image, and I explained in that video and I'll explain again because we have it right here. It says right here, the Kaioshin realm is simply put the realm of the Kaioshin. It's a special realm completely separate from the macrocosm that the afterlife, the universe, and the demon realm are all enclosed within. It's made up of giant crystalline spheres about 1/10 of the size of the macrocosm, and revolves around the macrocosm like a moon. So right there, it literally states that it's 1/10 the size of the macrocosm. That proves why that it wasn't destroying it, because it's actually quite large. It doesn't look that big, especially in the the image where we see on the map, but it is 1/10 the size of a macrocosm. So it makes sense that it wouldn't just automatically destroy it. And like I said, is the accumulation of all of them, not just the shockwaves itself. So that's why, which makes old Kai's statement unreliable regarding the shockwaves being universal. If this statement was true, then why would it not destroy the world of Kai's, which is the furthest you can get, because it is still massive. And like I said, they stated he didn't listen properly. When he stated that the shockwaves are going out, he said that the third one was going to finally do it. The first few were affecting it, and the third one's going to finally do it. And also, let's be honest, sometimes the writing is not very consistent with these, but that doesn't mean the end product wasn't going to be the case, especially with the energy attack. It says right here, the narrator also says Beerus was going full power. Beerus was full power, slowly pushing Goku further into corner. Obviously, it wasn't full power. One, it could be either it was a retcon, just like how you see in Naruto a lot, there's a lot of retcons, or also it was just them playing up with the fact that Beerus was lying. Because, let's be honest, Goku and Vegeta and all these other characters have gotten infinitely stronger. Goku's gotten way stronger, but guess what? He's still weaker than Beerus. Beerus was literally going full power at that point, and Goku was pretty much near him, even though he was lower than him. He was pretty much near him. At this point, he would have been miles above him, so why would there be an argument? He was clearly all these statements about him going full power and stuff, or, I'm close to this and that, were just lies. They were just making up lies, just so it's like, oh, it's close and stuff like that. Because when he was, we asked him, did you go full power? He was like obviously joking around. It was not to be taken seriously. So no, yes, it was stated, but the narrator wasn't giving you the full scope of his power, because I don't even think either Toriyama doesn't know fully how powerful he wants to make him. He just wants to make him above Goku, and he doesn't know when Goku's going to surpass him. And also the fact that this was just stating could just be a lie because I mean it's not could be, it is a lie because thinking logically, by that logic, Goku would have surpassed him by now. So that clearly doesn't make sense. When we know it's not true, which shows that the narrator is not reliable, mostly just repeating statements that other characters who are unreliable have said is meant not to spoil stuff in the audience. Well, you can kind of say that, but it really depends. The him full power, yes, that was a lie because Beerus, as we know, that wasn't his full extent. He was just saying that, but that does not mean that he was lying because the events of the universe getting destroyed was a thing. Once again, there was not the shockwaves, it was the final one that was going to do it, and then the energy attack, when the light was going off, it was going to destroy it. Beerus even stated that it was going to destroy it. He should know that how much power it would take as a destroyer, and he literally nullified it. So, yes, that's there. And he said it was unreliable because it didn't destroy the Kaishin realm. Giant, maybe read how big it is, unless except the fact that the clash is universal. Let's say it's old Kai stated Beerus and Goku and everyone, which included Whis, who died from the shockwaves. Well, you already stated that he's unreliable, so you're saying that he's unreliable, so we can't take the statement that it would destroy the universe, but he's also still reliable enough that the shockwave would kill those guys. Obviously, he doesn't know the full extent of Beerus' power. He knows how powerful he is to a certain extent, but he doesn't know his full power because he's never shown it. Whis at this point, was just stated to be just his attendant, but that was the whole thing to trick us to, even though it was already shown in the movie at this point, but whatever. It was for the new audience coming in to trick them to say, hey, look, you guys think that he's his attendant? He's actually stronger than him and he's his master. So that was the whole point. Clearly, that would not destroy Beerus. Why would Beerus be in a fight that would kill him? And if he had the ability to nullify the universe-destroying attack, wouldn't he be strong enough to tank a universe-destroying attack? And we see in the manga and in the anime, when Champa and Beerus fight, it was stated that they would not just destroy one universe, but both the universes, and they weren't worried or concerned. They could survive it. They didn't care. So, yeah, that's just not true. And like I said, it's funny that he said he's not reliable, but then he's using a statement from him saying he's reliable. I mean, and the thing is, I can't blame him for not knowing how powerful Beerus is. Why would he? He's just seen some demonstrations of his power, so he would just assume that might have would happen. And we know that he has quite a bit of knowledge, but he is lacking in some parts. Like when Goku and Vegeta fused in the Goku Black arc. Before this, when we were in the Boot Saga, it was stated that once we use Potara fusion, you're permanently fused. But then in the Goku Black arc, it was stated, no. That's only for Kais, not for mortals. So he got the information somewhat correct, but wrong too. He was right about it, permanently be fusing for Kais, but not for people that weren't Kais. But it makes sense that he wouldn't know that since, well, one, the world of the Kais was a dimension that no being has ever come there or touched upon it besides the Kais themselves, and the Kais don't really come from their world down there. So from the time place that he was at, which was 15 generations ago, he never had any interactions with mortals and mortals being there, so he would have less knowledge. And he barely seen Beerus, especially since he's been trapped for 15 generations, which the Supreme Kais live way longer. They live millions of years. So he was trapped for 15 generations of beings that live millions of years. So his knowledge would have been way far past, so that makes sense. Now we have established none of the cast on the Dragon Ball Super can stop power capable of destroying the universe. This is backed up by the person who's in staff. Okay, they can do it because Beerus literally nullified the attack itself, so yes, they can. That's just dumb. Like, also, if they're firing energy attacks that have that level of power and they're tanking it, then they would. It's just logical. And then he's stating right here, well, there's one of the people that works there. I don't know who he is specifically. He says right here, he said, can Goku destroy the universe in Super Saiyan Blue? He said, maybe possible if Goku becomes a god of destruction. And then it says right here, what if he was able to destroy Universe 7 in the Battle of Gods arc as Super Saiyan God? He's astronomically more powerful than 90 episodes ago. How come he couldn't? Destruction and stuff. This is totally my personal point of view. There may be others who can be destroyed, but I think the only Zeno can eliminate the universe. First of all, I don't know the legitimacy of how big this guy is, but remember, it doesn't matter. If it's not from Toriyama or somebody that's 100% up in official, like one of the editors, it doesn't count. Because remember, one of the writers that was doing for the films, he stated that because he loved Broly so much, he stated that Broly's the strongest character in all of the movies, and this was prior to the canon version of Broly. He stated that he was the strongest movie character, even though we know Hirudegan and Janemba were significantly more powerful than him. So clearly, these writers don't matter their opinions. They can be easily contradicted because Toriyama himself is what matters, and the editors themselves. He's just some random guy, just saying, well, one of the guys that works there said this, so what? Okay? And one of the writers also stated that Broly's stronger than Hirudegan and Janemba when he's clearly not. And then he says right here, who states only Zeno is capable of destroying the universe. We also have to take into account that the old Kai himself wasn't sure if it would destroy the universe. The times may very well go beyond plans and destroy the very universe. But it was literally confirmed by Whis that Beerus and Champa could destroy the universe. And it was confirmed by the narrator itself. And then Whis also confirmed it, which he should know. So, yeah, it was. And like I said, the one staff guy said it, but most of them were stating that was the case. He says right here, he uses the words may or maybe, implying that he could be wrong. And, well, like I said, they've stated other ones. And once again, you can't say that Elder Kai is not a reliable source and then also turn around and say, well, he's reliable here. So he's reliable when it points to your argument of downplaying, but when it doesn't, then he's not reliable. Okay, that seems reasonable. It says right here, Zamasu was fusing with the universe only. Yet Goku couldn't destroy him with pure DC. He wasn't just the universe, it was all the other universes, like I stated. And like I stated again, he was depowered. They were battling already. They were only in base form. They couldn't even go Super Saiyan Blue anymore. And then also on top of it, he's not trying to destroy the fucking universe. He's trying to wipe out Zamasu. The whole point of the Trunks brought him there was to save his universe. When Zeno came there and wiped out the entire universe, they're like, oh shit. Now what should we do? We need to find a way to help him out and bring him back. So that's why they had to do the whole time travel thing and finding another universe where they had two sets of Trunks and two sets of Mai, which was a dumb, conclusion. I think they could have just, used the Super Dragon Balls to bring back the reality itself, just minus Zamasu. But whatever. But yeah, he's not gonna destroy the realm. Goku never stated, oh, he's combined with the universe itself. I don't have enough power to destroy a universe. All he was depleted of power, and all he stated was he can't destroy Zamasu himself without destroying the thing. And it says right here, Zamasu only stated he was going to wipe out the galaxy when he was in his normal state. I'll wipe you along with the entire galaxy out of existence. I'm through with this Earth and I'm through with this universe. Here's the thing about that. This is the manga. Manga and anime are two different things. People have stated the manga Goku is not really universal, whereas the anime really is, because the manga, in the clash, it wasn't anything about universal shocking clashes. So if that's the case, then using the manga is not going to work against the anime. These are two contradicting things. So that's wrong. Also, just because it's a lower level feat does not mean that that's the only thing they're capable of. They state this all this time. Like, throughout Dragon Ball Z, even though they were beyond planet level, they kept on saying planet level, it's going to destroy the planet, it's going to destroy the planet. We heard this all the way back in the Saiyan Saga with Vegeta. Then we heard this in earlier stages of, the Frieza Saga. Then we heard this throughout the Frieza Saga. We heard this throughout the Cell Saga. We also heard this throughout the Buu Saga. They were clearly above planet level, but they kept on mentioning planet. That's just a thing in writing where they consistently use sometimes smaller end feats. For example, in DC, a lot of times, even though the Flash is way faster than the speed of light, they keep on mentioning he's faster than the speed of light. He's moving faster than the speed of light. He's moving at the speed of light. I can't believe you move faster than the speed of light. And it's like, dude, this guy's way faster than the speed of light. Obviously, why the fuck do you guys keep on explaining that? But it's just something that happens a lot. There are other characters, and I'll be making a video series of a certain character, which I'll be dropping out later. It's going to take some time. But you're going to see throughout these videos, if you go through any fictional character, even if they have feats beyond that, they're going to always harp on one feat over and over again, saying that they can do this. It's like, dude, we know that they're that powerful. We know they're even more. Just because they keep on saying it doesn't mean that that's the only level of power. And like I said, this is the manga, so it's probably weaker. Why would a universal level being need his full power just to wipe out a galaxy with pure DC? He never said that was his full power. He said, I'll just wipe out this galaxy and you along with it. That's it. Nowhere would he say it was full power. And why would a stronger character like Moro, with all of his energy swallow, aka no key control involved, possibly obliterating the galaxy, and beyond that, his swallowing energy will detonate? What? Okay. So what? For Cell's power was more than a planet level destroying attack, but they didn't state anything about it being beyond that. Vegeta literally used up all of his power and blew up himself. Every last bit of it. It didn't destroy the planet. He could still hold it back and control it. He didn't need the power to destroy the universe, just the galaxy itself. And once again, the manga, using the manga for the anime doesn't really count. Why would a character that is way stronger only can be capable of wiping out the galaxy? Many say this is a mistranslation, but even then a couple of galaxies. Well, my argument is the anime version is stronger than the manga, so you're using a weaker version. Anyway, all these contradicts universal level Goku. Goku's non-universal by pure DC. Anything that mentions power capable of destroying the universe and battle gods is referring to the shockwaves. The shockwaves don't scale to the AP. I don't know if you guys keep on saying that. Even stronger characters have shown to be galaxy level, and the staff himself debunks this. Who is the staff guy? Is this some random guy? Hell, even Whis himself, whose league's stronger than Goku and Beerus, confirms that he cannot stop the universal level shockwaves. And old Kai himself, he clearly could. He could stop Beerus when he was going to destroy the universe against Champa. Why can't he stop the universe destroying there? And Beerus literally stopped an explosion that was going to destroy the universe. Did you not think about that? Let's think about that logically. Beerus had an attack that was going to wipe out the universe, nullified it. Whis is stronger than him. So, by there, boom, wrong. And the shockwaves, it did create from their AP. It came from their clash. And like I said, the shockwaves wasn't going to destroy it fully. It was the power that it was exuding from the punches itself that was generated. The power was generated from the shock. The shockwaves were generated from the power that they were, clashing in. Okai himself stated, including Whis would die from the. And once again, he stated that Old Kai is not. He says he's not a reliable source, and for his point. And then now after everything else, he's like, yep, well, he says right here this, he says that there. So he's not reliable when it comes to proving that it's universal, but then when it comes to proving your point that they're not universal or that they're weaker, then it's like, oh yep, older Kai. Once again, he does not know Whis' power. How the fuck would he know? He barely has seen Beerus' full power. How would he know how powerful Whis is? I bet he didn't even know that Whis was actually Beerus' master. He probably just thought he was his attendant. So obviously he would have thought that he would have been destroyed. Like what? So there's that. Let's go and find another one. That was a little bit shorter than the other one. Let's go through some other one versus Battle Wiki. Okay. So let's analyze Goku's fees. Oh my god. I don't know if I should do this one. This one's kind of long. I'll go through a little bit and just... If it's the same shit, I'm just going to leave then. We start with Goku and Beerus clashing their fists. The clashes create a bunch of shockwaves. 3 clash waves and shockwaves were going to destroy the universe, alright, but the problem is that Goku wasn't going to destroy the universe with his own power. The shockwaves created by the clash were going to destroy it. After Kai stated that those shockwaves are getting stronger as they travel. Oh my god. These guys, this is their thing that they took as their excuse to say it's not universal levels of power. The shockwaves were... Yeah, the shockwaves were generated from their power itself. What the fuck are you guys on? I stated that the shockwaves are getting stronger as they travel, and even their start point of the weakest state, they managed to push both Beerus and Goku back. In fact, Super got Goku screamed when he got hit by one. So it's fair to say that the shockwaves are superior to both of them. Okay, yeah, these guys are just retards. I'm not gonna even read that one. It's just the same shit over and over again. I don't know if I will make this part longer. There's other videos, I'm not going to go through those. I'm going to see some other ones, and if there's nothing else besides repetitive shit. Like I said, History 1, when he did it, it was pretty... the one that he found was pretty interesting. I think that one would have been the best, but I don't know where it is. If you guys can find that one, send me the link. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much it, but Yeah, these arguments is basically the whole argument is the shockwave itself. Like I said, the shockwave is not that important. We had it with the energy blast. We had statements when past that with Beerus and Champa. We had statements from the narrator that Goku has the power of in Super Saiyan he has the power of Super Saiyan God, which even has enough power to destroy the universe itself, right? So we had that statement. The shockwave itself, these guys just focus on that. The shockwave's getting further away, isn't it? He stated within 3 clashes it would destroy the universe, not the shockwaves itself. The shockwaves were disrupting and stuff. They were a byproduct of the punches, but he said the punches were the thing. He wasn't saying the shockwaves alone are going to destroy it. The shockwaves had something to do, but he said the third punch was going to do it. The first 2 shockwaves don't really matter. It was showcasing the buildup. The first one wiped out an asteroid belt. The second one wiped out planets. Vaporized planets, asteroid belts, then it took out a solar flare, and then it was disrupting stars, and then the third one was going to wipe out everything. It was just building up. Those were just the build up to the power. Even though it gets further away, each punch was adding to it even further. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to do this one again. Like I said, except for that one, if I can find that, then I'll do a part 3 of this. But that's it for these. I know. Oh yeah. Before I close this one off, I'm just going to go to the guy's arguments that he was making, because he made arguments like this around there. He said Goku didn't cancel anything. If that was the case, there wouldn't be any waves. On the contrary, Goku didn't redirect the punches or anything. His name is, before I get into it, his name is Emmy Pro YT345, and he has a Superman pick, so you obviously know he's a DC fanboy. He does make arguments for Superman and tries to debunk Goku, so he's obviously a DC fanboy, but that doesn't mean that he's wrong. It just means that he would have at least somewhat of a bias. But he says right here, Goku didn't cancel anything. If that was the case, there wouldn't be any waves. On the contrary, Goku didn't redirect the punches or anything. The punch got stronger as it went away, and the universe wouldn't be destroyed. Two Kai, you mean old Kai, said the universe would turn into a black abyss, not the universe will be completely destroyed or gone. Okay, first of all, he did cancel it, and this was my response. I made a response to it, but I'll just go through it again through a different way. So he says right here, Goku didn't cancel anything. If that was the case, there wouldn't be any shockwaves. On the contrary, Goku didn't redirect the punches or anything. Yes, the first 2 ones he didn't fully block. Did you not watch the show? It stated that when Goku was first doing it, he was trying to get it right, but his timing was off and his power was off. And then by the 3rd time, when it didn't happen, and Supreme Kai asked Elder Kai, like, what happened? Elder Kai responded by saying, hey, by the 3rd time he got it, he matched the angle and the power, that's what canceled it. So yes, he did, and Goku even said, damn, I was hoping to get it by the 2nd time. He said it was lucky that he got it by the 3rd time. So the first 2, the reason why it went out was because he didn't get a hang of it. So that's why. And he said Goku didn't redirect the punches or anything. Yes, he did. They literally admitted there. You weren't reading it at all. He said the punches got stronger as it went away, and the universe wouldn't be destroyed. No, the universes were going to be destroyed. The shockwave itself is not a thing. Like I stated, this is the big common thing they're going to keep on using. It was the accumulation. The shockwaves, after each time, was just showcasing the escalation of the destruction. By the 3rd and final one, that was going to be the end of it. And then there was an they showed energy attacks that was going to do that, and Beerus, nullified it, so he had power above that. So the energy attacks were going to do that, and then Goku also punched the sphere of destruction that was going to destroy the universe in his base form. So it showcased that. And yes, it would destroy. They stated that. Said the universe would turn into a black abyss and the universe would completely gone. No, the shockwaves itself would destroy that, but the final attack would obliterate everything. They literally stated the entire universe will be wiped out multiple times after that. You go with one statement, but then the countless other ones where they stated everything's going to be wiped out, you ignore that. He said completely gone. And a lot of people are stating that Goku and the rest of the Dragon Ball characters are star level. I could probably make a whole video talking about why that's wrong, and I can use feats and why that's dumb, but if you guys really want it, I'll definitely do that. But there's some people I heard even on my comment section saying that, which I think is ridiculous. But he says right here, completely gone. The universe is stated nowhere. Is it stated that the other universes are affected? On contrary, Super Saiyan God, Goku's not even close to Beerus' power. The other universes, what do you mean? The other realms are not other universes. They're realms that are connected to the universe itself that are sizes of universes, and they were affected. It's stated that the shockwaves are coming out here and even affecting our world, and by the third one, it will obliterate everything. Even the destruction will come out and reach all the way out here. Also, if it was just destroying the things in the universe itself, the shockwaves wouldn't have destroyed anything outside of it then, if it was only that powerful. But he once again didn't listen carefully, because he stated that the third time it would come out and wipe out everything all the way even to here. He said even us, we wouldn't be saved. It would come here, so all the realms would be affected. Yes, the other universes like universe 7 is not 7, 6, 8, and 10 wouldn't be affected, but those other realms would, and those other realms are universal in size. So yeah, you're wrong there. And he doesn't need to be on Beerus's level to be that powerful. Beerus is way above planet level. Even highly suppressed, Beerus was universal. So just because he isn't on Beerus's full power level doesn't mean anything. A weaker one is far stronger. And then he says right here, and literally in other episode, Goku's fights Super Saiyan villain Shinyu and Super Saiyan God full power on Earth, and they didn't even destroy him before. You say Goku has key control. He doesn't hold back against any of his villains. Like the villains don't hold back against him. First of all, the guy was a Super Saiyan level threat, Gohan Super Saiyan level, but Goku was fighting him in base. He was not fighting him in Super Saiyan God. I don't know where you got that from. He was fighting... Actually, Goku never even fought the guy. Gohan fought him and Piccolo fought him. Goku didn't fight him. When Goku came there, the only person he fought was Frieza. He fought Final Form Frieza, who got a significant power boost, who casually took out the same Gohan that took out that guy. So you're wrong. I do not know where you got that from. That is a lie. He took down, he only fought Frieza, and it was in his base, and he did it casually, which he was well above that. And it says Super Saiyan God on Earth, and Super Saiyan God full power on Earth, they didn't even destroy him. Before you say go, destroy him? What the fuck is he talking about? This part confused the hell out of me. Is he talking about the Red Devil guy? Because Goku didn't fight him, Gohan took him out by himself. And he got taken out by Frieza in first form. And then Goku fought him in his final form, in his base form, casually beat him. And then they just jumped into Super Saiyan Blue and Gold in Frieza's form. So yeah, that never happened, and Goku does hold back. This is the dumbest statement. It's like you don't know anything about Goku. He literally does that. I mean, that's the common thing about him, and that's the thing that a lot of people don't like about him, is that he heavily holds back a lot. He holds back all the time against his opponents and takes time to build up. That's why people like Vegeta, because he goes in for the kill right away. So yes, he does, and his opponents, they don't hold back, but they do control their energy so they don't destroy where they're at. And it says Super Goku's not even universal. He's never shown feats. None of the Dragon Ball Z characters are universal besides Zeno. Yeah, he would say that because he watched these guys. Don't make these stupid arguments that, well, we haven't seen these feats, so they are not on the level. Their shockwaves from 3 punches alone was going to wipe out their macrocosm. 3 punches alone. So clearly they were on that level. Shit, Sonic got even more universal feats. Show them. He doesn't. His enemies do. Shit, so Marvel and DC can destroy Goku instantly. Yes. There's a lot of characters from Marvel and DC that can destroy Goku instantly. That does not mean he's not universal levels in power. And he says a character like Gohan or Orochi. Orochi? Who the fuck is Orochi, man? Who are these characters? Or Android 17 and 18 can fight against Goku and Super Saiyan God, and Super 17 can beat Super Saiyan God, and Gohan, who hasn't trained in 7 years, can beat Super Saiyan God only in Super Saiyan 1. This is why Dragon Ball is inconsistent. So there's a couple things wrong. First of all, Orochi's not a character. I don't know what the fuck are you watching. Gohan and then 17. 18 never really fought Goku. When he was fighting against Krillin and stuff, he was obviously holding back. He was just trying to see what Krillin would do when he fights against beings that are godly level. He was obviously holding back against him. So 17, 18, he really never fought. 17, yes, he did fight. Gohan's thing, once again, he's completely wrong. Gohan did not train for 7 years. No. That was Gohan in the Buu Saga. At this point, he just didn't train for like a year or so. But also, he did not fight him in Super Saiyan 1. You did not watch it. He fought him in his mystic form. And they weren't even really even. Goku was obviously holding back on Gohan. He could have easily bodied him. But it was his mystic form and stuff. The Under 17 thing, though, I do think he is above Super Saiyan God. Goku did state that, you know, he had to go Super Saiyan Blue. He even stated, you forced me to go in this form. Meaning that Super Saiyan God wasn't even enough to handle him. And even though he was holding back in Super Saiyan Blue, he also pointed out that 17 was holding back. So I do consider that's inconsistent and bad writing, but he wasn't still on the level of Super Saiyan Blue, but also that doesn't mean that he's not a universal level of power. That just means that the power scaling is so bad that they make characters that shouldn't be that powerful. That's it. But yeah, and Dragon Ball Super is really inconsistent. I've said it before, but that doesn't change the fact that the feats are universal levels of power. But yeah, but most people, yeah, they were just saying, Goku's not beyond universal, and it's basically because they're like, just show feats. They have to show feats. Yes, they have to show the good guy, the hero, destroying a universe. That makes sense. Let's show the good guys destroying a universe. So let's use that by Superman. Superman has never destroyed a universe. He's never shown destroying a universe. So he's not universal. Why would he need to destroy a universe? Oh, maybe he's because he's a good guy. Superman has never destroyed a planet. They haven't shown him destroy planets or solar systems that much. Why? Oh, because he's a good guy and he's not supposed to, unless it was an accident or something? Yeah, that makes sense. Just think, guys, before you say something. Power scaling can be sometimes complicating, but it's not always complicating. Sometimes it's just that you guys are not thinking clearly. You guys are just not even trying, and then you guys are like, this doesn't make sense, that doesn't make sense. Then you make statements that are just incorrect 100%. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for next time.